Hello, it is Monday and it's a new weekly reading vlog. I'm tired. Shocker, I know. I got about 1 hour sleep last night, so I have felt like a zombie all day. And after having to go back to work after 4 days off is never fun. So, updates. Yesterday, after my sprints, I did end up finishing Grave Mercy. This ended up being a 4-star. I am 100% going to be continuing this series. I am very happy that I decided to keep this and like extend the self-destruct to the end of June, and that I actually did read it before end of June, because I'm really glad I read it before having to unhaul it. However, this does mean that I've now got the 5 books not being unhauled because I want to read them. But I really enjoyed this, so I'm okay with that. And then today, I'm buddy reading How Do You Like Me Now with Abby. And we read the first like 50 pages, and I very much, like, Tori is not likable right now, but basing my like previous experience of Hollyborn's books, her characters don't always start out likable, and we see the development. So I'm confident that whilst I'm not a massive fan of Tori right now, I will be. However, there was a quote which is a quote I am like here for. Any idiot with a functional vagina and access to sperm can pop out a baby, Tor. And that is so accurate. So accurate. Just because we have the ability to have a child doesn't mean we should. Obviously, that is not aimed at everyone, but that is aimed at a lot of people. But yeah, there's been a few things that I am really liking the quotes of, but that one just spoke to me. So yeah, I read that, and then Gem's first sprint is about to finish, and I'm really glad I decided not to actually go on the sprints with them tonight, because I'm not making it past any more sprints. I've done not even one whole sprint. But I started the Queen's Fall. I read 85 pages. I'm not a fan. I'm really not enjoying it. However, I don't know if that is because I'm tired, but I've got the audiobook on Scribd, and there's like only like 2 and a bit hours left because it's quite short. So I think I'm just going to listen to it tomorrow while I work, and there we go, because it's a short book. If it was a big book, then I wouldn't bother, but it's a short book. I can finish it in like less than 3 hours, so tomorrow. But I don't anticipate this one being a like highly rated for me, which is a shame, but oh well. And then I got some really exciting non-book mail today, and it's not a Funko. I know. It is my You Meet 6 Sinners Never Sleep 10-year anniversary edition. This is adorable. It has 3 different LPs. So the first one is Sinners Never Sleep. The second one has got alternative and demo versions, and I don't think these demos have ever been on anything before, because none of them sound familiar. So I'm excited for that. And then the third one is from The Final Night of Sin, which was recorded at Wembley Arena in December 2012, and it baffles me that that was almost 10 years ago, because I was there. There's actually, I'll show you this one. There's actually a picture on the slipcase, and I was somewhere here in the crowd. But it was amazing. But the actual record itself is a gorgeous grey colour. I love it. So yeah, and I got really excited because I was like, oh, my record player, I'm gonna like dig it out. I don't know where I've put the adapter, like the I don't know where I've put the lead for it. So yeah, I'm very happy with this. I'm gonna have to try and dig out my adapter so that I can listen to it. But on that note, pretty quick opening clip, because I am gonna try and sleep, and I'm hoping I can, because I can't function on 1 hour's sleep. So I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Hello, it is Tuesday and I have made some pretty good progress today. I've read over 400 pages. Don't ask me how. So I read my buddy read pages for How Do You Like Me Now. I still think that the main character has a lot of development to come. However, I'm finding this quite a therapeutic read, because I'm seeing a lot of past me in her, especially where she like talks about like relationships and things like that. So it's quite therapeutic, because I get to see just how much I've grown as a person. So I'm enjoying it more, but I do still need the main character to grow on me a bit. But I do have hopes, because knowing Holly Bourne's writing now, I've only read her YA before, so obviously I can't say the same for her adult just yet. But based on her YA books, her characters go through a lot of character development, and by the end of her books, you've gone through that journey with the character of them growing and learning, and you begin to like them. So I do have high hope, because in all of her books, I don't think I've really liked the main character in the beginning, apart from maybe It Only Happens in the Movies. I really like the main character from the beginning in that. So yeah, so I'm enjoying it, and we're like this far into it. And then I finished reading Queen's Fall. I listened to the audiobook on Scribd and I ended up speeding it up. I thought it might have just been because I was tired, but I did not enjoy this. And I'm gonna be honest, it got a 3-star, but this is the one and only time I've ever done this. I tweaked core pile, so it got a 3 instead of a 2, because when I put it through, it came out as a 2. However, one, it's a middle grade book, and I don't like giving middle grade books less than 3-star. And also, literally no one on Goodreads has 2-starred this, and I didn't want to be the first. So I tweaked it so that it just about hit 3, because I didn't dislike it, and I only had to literally change one number from a 5 to a 6 to put it up to a 3-star. So it wasn't like I had to like tweak everything. So I just tweaked the thing that had the highest that I thought deserved a little bit more. But yeah, I wasn't a massive fan of it. I didn't really like the characters. And it was, I knew it was historical fantasy, historical fiction going into it. But I thought I would like it because it involved the Tudors, but I didn't. But it's fine. I've now read 2 of the 3 self-destruct books that I rolled over. I've only got to read Game of Thrones, and then I've completed last year's self-destruct, or at least the ones that I wanted to give a go. So yeah, and then on Lisa's sprints, which was pure chaos as always, I started reading Twin Crowns, and I read the first 167 pages, and I am really enjoying this. I am once again annoyed at myself for not reading something sooner, because even though this only came out like last month, I've had this arc since July last year, because I won it in the Yalk at Home weekend. And I'm only just getting around to it. And I figured out I can actually use the bonus prompt for Team Colour in Marvelathon, because whilst this copy does not have green on it, I am also listening to the audiobook, and the audiobook has the standard UK cover on, which has green leaves on it. So I also am really loving the 2 narrators, because this is told from both Rose and Ren's point of views. So I'm really liking that both sisters have a different narrator, but I'm really enjoying the characters. I think they're great. It's made me giggle a few times, and yes, I'm really enjoying it. I also Do you know what ebook came out today? I haven't read it yet, but do you know what ebook came out today? Stuck With You by Ali Hazelwood. It's the second one in her trilogy of novellas. I'm calling it a trilogy just because it's got 3, but they're not like, they don't follow the same character. But it's like only just over 100 pages, so I think I'm going to try and squeeze that one in tomorrow and then aim to finish this on Thursday. So yeah, I am going to go to bed because I'm really tired. However, I did actually get sleep. So I have a sleep app that monitors how much I sleep for and how much of that sleep I'm in a light sleep or a deep sleep for. It's called Shut Eye. It's really cool. I have the free version. I'm not paying for it. But this was my sleep last night, which, considering Sunday night I got about an hour of broken sleep, this was my sleep last night. And it was glorious, and I'm hoping I won't get this much sleep because I physically can't, because I get up between 6:30 and 7, and it's currently almost midnight, so I won't get this much sleep tonight, but I'm hoping I can fall asleep pretty early and get a decent amount of sleep, because I can function on like 5 hours of sleep a night. It's when it starts going under that I start not functioning. So I am going to stop talking now, and I will check in with you tomorrow. Hello, it is Wednesday. We're going to ignore the mess that is currently my hair, but I just wanted to give you a little update about this one because she is hilarious. So there's 2 beds. There's the red and the blue. Usually the red one's here, the blue one's here. She always sleeps on that one. Belle, who's currently out for her walk, slept on the blue one when it was over in the other spot. So while Sammy was out, because Sammy then decided instead of laying on the bed that was here, she laid on the floor. So while Sammy was out, I switched the beds. So apparently she just likes sleeping on this bed. We're going to ignore any mess that is behind this. Behind me. Because I've just sat here and read an entire novella and I'm too lazy to move my ring light. So, reading updates. I read today's Betty Read pages of How Do You Like Me Now. Still having the same feelings. Literally no new thoughts apart from I hate a character that isn't Tory and I want to punch them. And that is all I can take away from today's pages. So there's that. I did my City of Lost Souls live show with Lisa. And then I have just sat here and read the entirety of Stuck With You by Ali Hazelwood. And, okay. It's obviously a 5-star. Obviously a 5-star. However, it did not get a full 10s across the board on core pile. I was really hoping this wouldn't happen with this one because it's the first one where the male love interest isn't like a copy of Adam Driver, and that is not the reason. The reason is actually because of the main female character, and it is such a petty thing. And this isn't a spoiler, it's literally a passing line that she's like listing things that are like the worst things ever. And she lists the Star Wars prequels. And I don't know how to feel about that because I don't think I can trust someone that doesn't love Revenge of the Sith. Now, Phantom Menace is not great. Attack of the Clones is kind of tolerable. But Revenge of the Sith is one of the greatest movies ever. Like, when I was a kid and I watched the Star Wars films, I hated this isn't even an exaggeration, I hated Attack of the Clones so much. I was like, they're not going to get better after this, like this is it, I've given it a good enough chance, and I stopped watching them. So in 2020, when I decided to give them all another go and rewatch the ones I'd watched previously and then watch the rest that I hadn't watched, I went into Revenge of the Sith dreading it, absolutely dreading it. But I went into it knowing that it's also a lot of people's favourites, including my nephew. So I was like, no, it's fine. And it's ended up being like my favourite, to the point that me and my nephew can recite it along with the film. So for the character to say that the Star Wars prequels are like one of the worst things, I'm not about that. So I'm being petty, and I marked characters down as a 9 instead of a 10 just for that one line. But everything else got a 10. The thing with Ellie Hazelwood, she does the miscommunication trope quite a lot, and usually I hate it, but I don't know what it is about her writing. I can tolerate it, and I spend the whole time being like, oh my god, just talk, and then have sex. That is literally my thoughts while reading every single Ellie Hazelwood book. And usually that would frustrate me to no end with any other author. But with Ellie Hazelwood, it's okay, apparently. So yeah, loved this. Have a little slight grudge against the main character now. But this isn't a spoiler because she's actually in all of her promo, like, describing him like this. But the male character in this isn't Adam Driver, he's Corporate Thor, and I'm here for it. So yeah, I have not read anything else, like I've not read any more of Twin Crowns today, but I did watch episode 4 of Obi-Wan Kenobi, which was so good. I've been seeing a lot of people say that it wasn't a good episode, and it was, so those people are wrong. And then episode 1 of Miss Marvel, which I really enjoyed, and I think it's going to be such a fun series. I'm really excited. So yeah, that was my day. But yeah, I'm going to try and get an early night because I didn't sleep super well last night. So yeah, I'm going to try and sleep better tonight. It is, I don't know what time it is. It is 10:30. So I'm going to go to bed, or rather get into bed, and hopefully sleep. So I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Hello, it is Thursday. It's almost the end of the week, and I'm so glad. So I don't have a lot of reading updates so far because I have been working, but I have read my buddy read pages for How Do You Like Me Now, and I'm on my current feelings. I feel like this is going to come out on Core Pile as a 3-star, which I've never given a Holly Bourne less than 4. But I'm not loving it. On some things I can relate to the main character, and I can see where the main character's coming from with some opinions and stuff, but I just feel like one plot line in particular is just dragging too much, and I'm not loving how much it's dragging. So yeah, so there's that. I need to read my buddy read pages of The Roommate because this is Chloe Reads Books Patreon book club pick for June. This is the one that I suggested from the list, and obviously there was a poll with a few people's suggestions, and my one won, and I was very happy because I really wanted to read this. So I'm going to be hopping on Persistent Bookworm Chloe's sprints with Lisa in about 20 minutes, and I'm going to read this in the first sprint. So I will update you later on that. I'm hoping I can get the buddy read pages of this done in the first sprint. And if I do the rest of the sprints, I'm going to be reading more of Twin Crowns because I haven't read any of this since Lisa's sprints on Tuesday. I got some Funkos today. Shocking, I know. So this one is Emma's fault. It's Mandalorian with Darksaber. This is Emma's fault because she told me about it because she got it. And then I couldn't find it anywhere for less than $27.99 apart from Entertainer, which was sold out. And then the next morning it came back into stock on Entertainer, so I got it. And then I was like, oh, it'd be rude to just get one when they have the unmasked Boba Fett. So I also got this. So this is Emma's fault. this is Emma's fault. I am not going to, I rearranged these the other day to put the Bad Batch ones in, which are those ones. I'm not going to do another rearrange to get these in, because everything's going to have to shift, because they're going to have to go here because of the numbers. I'm not going to do that now, because I am probably going to have more coming, because I'm currently trying to get the other Bad Batch ones where it's the 5 Bad Batch boys with their helmets on, which are the individual ones. So far I've got Hunter, who's my favourite, and I'm excited for him to arrive because he's my favourite. I might also be able to get Tech and Crosshair. We're getting there. And I watched more of Rebels and I cried because there's a thing that happens and I cried a lot. But I only have 3 episodes left of Rebels and I'm trying to like stretch them out as much as I can, which is why I didn't finish it today. But I don't want it to be over. But there's only 3 episodes left. But I've also made a list of all of the Star Wars Rebels Funkos, because when I go Comic-Con in less than a month now, well, it's technically a month yesterday, I'm going to be looking on all the Funko stands for these. I've never seen a Star Wars Rebels on there before, but I also haven't looked for Star Wars Rebels, so we'll see. I'm going to go, because I'm going to go on sprints with Chloe and Lisa, and I'll give you more reading updates later. Hello, it is a lot later. It's actually gone midnight. I just come off of Chloe's sprints with Lisa and Meg, and it was really fun. But I thought I'd give you updates. So I did read my buddy read pages, The Roommate. I am already really loving this. The "and they were roommates" trope is probably my favourite trope. I think I've said this before, and I'm just really excited for this book because it's literally a roommates trope. And yeah, I'm really excited to see where it goes. The beginning of one of the sprints, I started reading the pages and I had to message Meg because she's read it. She was the one that bought me this copy, and I had to message her because it was just such a great start of a sprint. But yeah, really enjoying that. And then I continued my read of Twin Crowns. I am really enjoying this. I'm really enjoying the differences between Rose and Ren. I do prefer Ren, but I'm excited to see how much more we see of Rose's character. I'm hoping there's going to be a bit more development of her character. But I'm really loving Ren's character right now, and it's really hard to say anything without spoiling. But yeah, I'm just really loving the plot and the characters, and yes, like I'm very glad that I'm finally reading this, and I think I am going to purchase a finished copy to get signed at Yelk. So very happy. I've made pretty good progress tonight on it. I've got this much left, which is like still like 200 pages. I'm only just over halfway, but it's still pretty good progress. Tomorrow I'll literally be reading my 2 lots of buddy read for this and How Do You Like Me Now. I'll finish in How Do You Like Me Now tomorrow. I don't know if I'll manage to get any of the audiobook of this read, but hopefully I can squeeze in the audiobook while I work. Depends on how my work day goes tomorrow. So yeah, we shall see. But I'll definitely get my 2 buddy reads done. But Liv is coming to mine tomorrow again. I know, she's basically at mine every other weekend at this point. But no, we have plans for Saturday. So we are going shopping to get like bits that we need for Florida. Like not just like clothes and that, but like toiletries, like sun cream and everything. So we've got it all ready. And then in the evening we are front row for 6 and we are excited. So yeah, that is my update for today. I will catch up with you tomorrow. Hello, it is Friday. Thank God. I thought I'd just quickly come in to give you an update. I'm currently on Liv's sprints because she is at my house. And we're just doing the last sprint with Chloe. And then I'm going to go to bed because we've got a long day tomorrow. I'm going to try and get some B-roll, but honestly, this is me. It's not going to happen. And it's clothes shopping. It's not book shopping. But anyway, I did finish How Do You Like Me by Holly Bourne. I ended up, this came out on Corpart as a 3-star. Now, I'm a bit disappointed, but I'm not surprised. I didn't enjoy it as much as I absolutely adore Holly Bourne's YA. And I do actually think I'm going to stick to her YA. I do have another one of her adult contemporaries on my NetGalley, so I will read that one. I'll give that one a go, but I don't think her adult contemporary is for me. I wasn't a massive fan of the character. I related to the character in parts, especially with one thing in particular, but I just didn't like it. And I feel like one thing in particular went on far too long in the book, and I would have liked that to have been wrapped up sooner. So yeah, but I'm glad I've read it. At least I've given it a go. I don't think I will keep my finished copy, but I do have the arc of it, so I think I will keep the arc. But I'll see how I feel, but I don't think I'll keep this because I don't think I'll reread it. So I finished that, but I did enjoy buddy reading it with Abby and talking with Abby about it, so yay. And then I did my buddy read pages for The Roommate. I am really enjoying this. Also, this isn't a spoiler, but the two characters are talking about the film Speed with Keanu Reeves, and I feel seen, I feel validated, because no one apparently from my age range has ever heard of this film. And it was one of my favourite films when I was a kid. Like, I loved it. Loved it. And not just because of Keanu Reeves, but that is where my love for him did start. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I love the characters. I'm loving the banter. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this, and yay. That is it for reading for me. I had a bit of a headache earlier because my plan was to listen to the Twin Crowns audiobook while I worked. But I had a little bit of a headache earlier. It has gone now, but it was like full on while I was working. So I just sort of didn't, I just left it. I just left the book and just didn't listen. So I feel like I'm not going to get any reading done tomorrow, apart from maybe my buddy read pages of this if I do get a chance. So Twin Crowns is my goal for Sunday. But on that note, I am going to go because we're going to be finishing up the last sprint in a minute, and then I'm going to go to bed. So I'll catch up with you tomorrow. It is Saturday and me and Liv are getting the Elizabeth line, purely because we want to get the Elizabeth line, because it's new and shiny and we want to. Hey. It may come as a shock to you, but we did not vlog while we was up London. But we have got home, showered, eaten, and now what are we doing, Liv?
We're off to go see Six.
But also we're front row.
Oh yeah,
we're so excited. It is really hot today. We have no jackets with us because that's how hot it is. But yeah, so
getting home was interesting.
Yeah, getting home was not fun. But yeah, so we're so excited. I'll probably talk to you later. We are here. I think we're close enough.
I'm tired.
Front row for Six was great. However, be prepared for the lights to blind you. Be prepared. But it was absolutely amazing. I put a little bit of a clip in, just of Anna Clays looking at my camera.
I don't do this at all.
But it was so good. But we are so tired after the day. We've literally like not stopped. We've like been shopping, had a pain getting home, and then having to go a like not long but like more complicated way to get to and from the musical. And now we're just gonna relax. I'm not doing sprints tomorrow because I'm feeling a burnout coming on, so I'm going to try and nip that in the bud before it happens. So we're just going to have a chill morning and afternoon before you have to go home.
Yep.
Which rarely happens with us anymore.
No, I don't think
So-
I've been here and had a chill day in a while.
Yeah, so we're going to have a bit of a chill. So I am wrapping up this vlog. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you next time. Bye.